in TV streaming. We have The Witcher going into production on season 5, though where the hell is season 4? We'll talk about that. The Last of Us season 2 just dropped another trailer. There's a little bit to unpack there. We have Andor's first full season, has a really huge update. If you haven't seen it, it's going to be very, very easy to catch up, even if you don't have Disney Plus. Let's talk about the TV section. Welcome, nerds, to the Clips channel. What you are about to watch is the TV news that happened this past week since the last time you were here. There is a larger video that this is a part of called The Week in Nerddom. You can go check that out over on the main channel, Generally Nerdy, and you get into all of the topics in that one video. So comic books and music and movies, etc., etc. Or you can just keep coming back here for these shorter versions, which come out a little bit later. So the stuff over on the main channel is going to be a little more up-to-date, a little more relevant, if you will. But either way, you're getting news, and that's the point. And this is the TV news, not like, I'm Tom Brokaw, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. Not that kind of news. We're talking TV news like TV shows and that kind of stuff. So without any further ado, let's hit the news. All right, follow-ups, corrections, television, let's do this. Witcher is in the follow-up section once again, but we just still don't have season 4. Yeah, that might be true, but they're working on season 5 as we speak. We now know that even though there is no release date yet for season 4, they are currently filming season 5. They're using one of the sets that was built for the Rats series that we talked about previously that is technically still rumored to be happening. They have not confirmed it either way for certain from Netflix. There's no confirmation, but they are supposedly using sets that were built for that, so they're changing up the way they film it. Generally speaking, I guess, when they film season of The Witcher, they start filming in the UK, and then they go do a lot of the other work in Cape Town, South Africa. It seems like they are starting in Cape Town this time and maybe working their way back to the UK. Who knows? But that is where we're at with follow-ups on The Witcher. Again, what the hell? We don't even have season 4. Why are they starting season 5? And then next, we did talk about the fact that Frasier has been canceled at Paramount Plus. Well, Kelsey Grammer is still trying to continue the revival, just on a different platform. So he and his management team are all shopping the show to other platforms, with the caveat that apparently he has talked Ted Danson into coming back for the 3rd season of this revival. So if it happens, we will be seeing, what was his name? Sam. We'll be seeing Sam come back to the world of Frasier. So I'm pretty stoked for that. Sam Malone back with Frasier. That'll be really cool. All right, nerds, so let's take a break real quick. New season, new sponsor. Well, not exactly new sponsor. This is technically an old sponsor. Me, I'm sponsoring myself. This season, we're going to be doing a big merch push. Don't forget the DUBBY. DUBBY's always great, but we have merch. We're going to be doing active merch things, sales and special items and all this stuff. Right now, there are no special items up just yet over at the Spring store. We do have random stuff on the Redbubble store, both of which are linked down below. But if you go check out the Spring store, that's where the Basic Nerd merch line is. So any of your Basic Nerd stuff that you want, basically it's all of the sections that we do the Week in Nerddom in. So there's a gaming nerd, there's a comic book nerd, there's a music nerd, there's a TV nerd, all of the different sections, and then the split sections even. We have a gaming nerd, we have a tech nerd, we have comic book nerd, and a book nerd. All of these are up in the Basic Nerd line. And then probably roughly once a month throughout the course of this season, we're going to be doing a special shirt in each of those, the section shirts, or however we're gonna sell it. I haven't worked out all of the details just yet, but we're getting there, all right? So go check out the Basic Nerd stuff. I super dig it. I think it's just the most simple way to proclaim to the world that you are nerdy in this area, or just generally nerdy, because it says generally nerdy at the back of all of these shirts, except for the zip-up hoodies say it on the chest. So yeah, go check it out. That is, I'm going to have a special, I will have things to show off soon. I need to order the individuals, the samples, and this shirt that I'm wearing right now is not currently up on the store. This is going to come back. It needs to be a little bit reworked because it still has the old logo on it. But yeah, we will be bringing back the "Do You Even Pop Culture, Bro" shirts as a specialty item sometime throughout this season. So stay tuned for that. Go check out the merch, and let's get back to the video. That's all we got there. Follow-ups though, let's get into trailers. We're gonna start this one off with a really weird situation. So, if you'll remember, it was about a year and a half to 2 years ago, there was a Powerpuff Girls live action series in development for the CW. About a year ago, maybe less, it was officially canned. Not one episode aired, not one thing hit there was no promotions for it or anything. They filmed a pilot, the pilot never aired, the show never got picked up. It just is what it is. Well, apparently the trailer for that live action Powerpuff Girls show has leaked onto the internet. There's some speculation as to who exactly it was that leaked it, but thank God they did, because now we know exactly the bullet that we all dodged, because this looks like it would have been absolutely terrible. I just, don't go watch the trailer unless you have a way to watch it without improving the YouTube numbers. Because I have the feeling that if this trailer gets a lot of traction, then maybe they can use that as an excuse to go to the new owners of the CW and say, see, this is a thing that we already have some significant work on. We can finish this and make you money. Look at how interested people are in it, and then show them the number of views that this video has. I think that is an actual possible thing that could happen. So let's not watch this trailer too much on YouTube. If you can find it on X, I'm sure that would be different, because those numbers are kind of not real anyway. So yeah, that's... You also don't want to watch it just because you don't want to watch it. It's just really bad. We have more trailers though. We have a teaser for the final episode of Invincible. It's basically just the last minute of the most recent episode leading into this episode. So, I mean, watch it if you want to. If you saw the most recent episode, you already know what's going to happen. So there's that. Next trailer is The Last of Us Season 2 dropped another trailer. April 13th is when this hits Max. This looks like they're going to take a couple of liberties, because we're getting a lot of Joel in these trailers. And spoiler alert, there's not a lot of Joel in the second game. So very interested to see what kind of liberties they're going to take, because it's Pedro Pascal. He is like kind of the it guy right now, right? He's the one that everybody wants in their stuff and to do the thing. And if they kill him off in this, how is that going to look to the newbie fans, the normie fans who only watch the show? Just saying. All right. Next trailer we got was for You Season 5. I am not much of a You watcher. This is just a thing that, I mean, it looks interesting. I watched a bit of the first and some of the second season. Just never really got into it. Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't know that the trailer dropped. So here you go. Trailer dropped. Devil May Cry, Netflix, Devil May Cry dropped a trailer for the new series. April 3rd is when it's coming out. This looks like it is going to be a pretty decent chunk of epic anime. Now, that being said, it should also be noted I very briefly played the first DMC game, and that's it. So if it is lore accurate to the games, I will be oblivious. I will be reliant upon others to inform me on that one. So yeah, I was interested. I really dig the art style for it, but I'm still a little trepidatious about where it's going and how well it's going to be done. That is what we got for trailers for television. Let's move into regular ass news for TV.
Psst, hey, so I'm just, passing the word around that, if you subscribe, he feeds me a whole goat. I don't know about you, but, I like to eat, so do a dragon a favor and click that little button down there, and, yeah, it'd be awesome. I mean, we talk about the stuff that you like anyway, like movies and video games and other human things that nerds do. Plus, it costs you basically nothing. All you gotta do is click a button, right? And then I get to feast. It's delicious. So, thanks in advance and stuff, and also, if you comment or you hit the like button, he puts seasoning on it too, so yeah, maybe try that. Either way, let's get back to the show. Okay, bye.
First up, we have an update on the Andor situation. As we all know, Season 2 is going to be hitting Disney Plus April 22nd. Well, very soon, why did I not write the dates for this? That doesn't make any sense. But very soon, the first 3 episodes are going to be up for free on YouTube, so everyone in the world can watch them, which then presumably will make you want to watch more, and then maybe you'll go purchase a subscription to Hulu, because the entire first season will find its way over onto Hulu and at the same time that the first 3 episodes find their way onto YouTube, as a means to sell subscriptions and, you know, appease the other half of the subscribing audience to the Disney Plus brand. And then Season 2 will be up. So, you know, there's that. It's kind of cool. I don't know if they're going to be licensing this out anywhere else, but this is an interesting test, I think, is a way to put that. Next, let's talk about that Jon Favreau, new Jon Favreau show. Yes, that's right. We are getting a new Jon Favreau show. However, if you were thinking that it was going to be something really awesome and science fiction-y, you were wrong. It is going to be a hybrid style show, hybrid between live action and animated. What kind of animated, I was unable to decipher. Presumably it will be hand animated, but it could be made to look at least hand animated, but we don't know because we know, you know, we live in current year. But it is Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. This is an interesting character to choose because Oswald the Lucky Rabbit was the character that predates Mickey Mouse. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit was the first thing that was animated by Walt Disney as the mascot for the company that he was creating. And then Universal, I don't know exactly the details about how this happened, but Universal ended up with the rights to Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, which then forced Walt Disney to create Mickey Mouse, and, you know, history is born. Well, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit found his way back into the hands of Disney because he's what is the word I'm looking for? He is public domain. That's what I was looking for. Public domain. As of a couple years ago, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit is public domain, so kind of anyone can do whatever they want with him, and it seems Disney is going to, because they're giving him to Jon Favreau. Jon Favreau is going to be doing a hybrid style show with Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, presumably a family show that, you know, antics ensue because animated characters kind of tend to do that. Intriguing. Maybe not exactly what we were expecting, but intriguing nonetheless. That, though, is what we have for regular news this week. Let's now get into the suggestions. Speaking of Netflix and things, and especially Netflix canceling things long before they should, we have Netflix's Jupiter's Legacy. That is your suggestion this week. This is a really well-executed kind of breakdown of superheroes. It has become cliche anymore because every serious writer wants to do an analysis of what exactly it means to be a superhero and all of the implications and blah, 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 blah. We're all amateur psychologists, right? Well, Jupiter's Legacy, based on a comic book itself, is kind of one of the better examples of that. One of the non-cliche examples of that. Why it was canceled by Netflix after only 1 season, I will never know. I don't think the world will ever really know properly, because it seemed to do pretty well, and it leaves you on a giant cliffhanger. But the ride getting to the cliffhanger is absolutely worth it, so that is your suggestion this week. Jupiter's Legacy, some superheroes Netflix style. Thank you very much, nerds, for tuning in. If you want to level up your nerdy, geeky, pop culture knowledge, then don't forget to subscribe and do all of the things. Go check out the main channel, Generally Nerdy, for the larger portion. Again, you get all of the sections into one convenient video over on Generally Nerdy. The name of the show is The Week in Nerddom. Thank you for checking out this clip. We will see you next time. Before we go though, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.